Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, scary world out there, and here we stand, folks, al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob Grams, that's LadyBoh, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
That is right, ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned in to the right place. It is the ProBoh Show, coming to you live from the Professional Bohemian Studio, right here in the heart of Madrid. It's not in the heart of Madrid. In the heart of Madrid. This is more like the lung of Madrid.
Northwest.
The northwest. Hang on, wait, northwest. It is in the heart of Madrid. Yeah, it's Sol and the other places. Sol is more like the stomach of Madrid. And here we are with an hour of craziness as usual. Oh, friends, we've got a good show for you today. We have two delectable news bits. We're gonna go into some music news. It's a music-centric Complete the News this evening. Also, we've got 100 humans. We're going to talk about vegetables. You know how much I love vegetables, right? So we're going to talk about vegetables on 100 humans. And we have probably the most unpopular opinion I've posted to date. I don't care. I'm going to stick to the script. I don't care. It's egregious and I don't like it. But what is that unpopular opinion? You have to wait, because first, this. How are you doing, LadyBoh?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah, I
feel very good.
She's been out for a run. Literally just walked in as I was hitting start and record. We've got a lot of good people, LadyBoh, in the audience today. We have Chusky Trusky, Gandalf, Ravdos, Zool. Do you remember Zool from my art streams?
Yes.
Zool is back, man. It's always nice
Hello.
to see Zool. Chusky, Ravdos, Gandalf, Nuria. We have basically the cream of the crop joining us today. I like it when you put in sound effects, LadyBoh. I like that. It's good stuff. And we have the mighty JC. Okay, now officially we can lock the doors. Yeah. So, what's been going on in the world? Ladies and gentlemen, not only... LadyBoh was anti-electric scooter for a long time.
I was.
Because she really loves cars.
No.
That's it. She loves burning petrol. Sometimes she just goes out in the street with a glass full of petrol, sets it on fire. It's her thing. I don't know. I don't ask questions. I accept her the way she came. No, because they're dangerous, right?
Yes.
And it's been how long? How long have I been grooming you to
2 years.
2 years.
In fact, yeah.
2 years of a sales pitch. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I am the proud owner of a Segway electric scooter and a helmet. LadyBoh has one too.
And me too.
Yeah. We took our first test drive today. I've got to say, for me, that's the transport of the future, man. That's the transport of the future.
Do you know what?
What?
In the label, it says it's not a way of transport.
That's ridiculous. Of course it's a means of transportation. What is it? It's not an oven. I'm not going to use it to cook my food.
Leisure, but not a way of transport.
Leisure. I'm not going to play Uno with the thing, am I? It's got wheels on it. Anything with wheels on it is a mode of transportation. I did read that you're not supposed to take it out in the rain, so I look forward to some electric shocks. So let's see what everyone's saying. Hello guys, come on! Yeah, before the show, if you've never tuned in for the live show, friends, we have a few minutes there, just, calentando motores.
Vaya nivelazo.
Feels good. Everyone feels good. And Nuria's bringing the energy today. Yesterday's topic was super cool. Dude, forgive me, but I can't even remember what yesterday's topic was. National Boyfriend Day, that was super cool. For some people. Not for me. But it was super cool for some people. It's the small talk topic. Yeah. I think we have 100% put the nail in that coffin, haven't we? Awkward silence is 100% better than small talk. What's been going on in the world? That's what you're asking, right? What's going on in the world? Look, I'm not going to go into these trending hashtag nonsense things anymore. National Boyfriend Day was a joke. although it is World Animal Day.
Nice.
I like to celebrate World Animal Day.
Congrats.
Yeah. I like to celebrate World Animal. I don't know about you. We all celebrate it in a different way, obviously. I like to celebrate World Animal Day by eating them. So, you know, I had a delicious chicken for lunch. Let's see what animals are for dinner. Yay for animals, really. Really? Pico y pala. What does that mean?
Nivelazo.
Pico y
I
pala.
don't have a ladybug approves. Pico y pala, you were with me with a scooter.
Ah, yeah, dude. 2 years of pico y pala.
Exactly.
During the time. 2 years of it. Yesterday, no Googles, today with. What's this? Yesterday, no Googles, today with. Says Trusky Trusky. I'm not understanding that. Leisure, that's probably for legal stuff. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably Trusky. Probably. It's like they put contains hot liquid on the plastic coffee cups you get from McDonald's. Because you know at some point someone has sued McDonald's because it contains hot. Oh, I burned myself. You should have told me it contained hot liquid. You got coffee. What do you expect? You know what I mean? I don't want to get into this. I don't want to get into the litigious society we have become. I'm not going there. We're keeping it light today. So yeah, it's World Animal Day. And yeah, I do celebrate it by eating them and by having 3 dogs. Come on. We do a lot for the animal kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah. And what else? Dudes, the European Union, friends, this is like positive news for me. I don't know how you feel about this. The European Union is forcing companies like Apple and Samsung to stop making their own chargers. They're forcing them to use USB-C. Where is it USB-C? Did I say that right? Yeah, USB-C cables. Can I get an amen? Can I get a hallelujah?
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
Dude, there is nothing worse than you buy a new phone and the company that makes a phone, Samsung, Apple, have devised their own little attachment, their own little thing that you need to plug in there to charge the damn thing. So then when you need to buy a replacement, you get that 400% markup price on a plastic cable. Do you know what I'm saying? And the European Union is stopping them from doing it. I think that's great. What do you think, Ladybug?
Oh, yeah, me too.
I think those kind of practices are predatory, man. They're predatory practices. I mean, Apple are the experts at it. Apple are the absolute experts. Planned obsolescence. So, you know what I mean? You know, just as soon as a new MacBook comes out, for no apparent reason, your old MacBook starts to run slowly. Hello. You know, bloatware on the iOS. Come on. Wow, I'm feeling rebellious today.
To be fair, my Mac has 12 or 13 years.
It's 12 years old. It is. Mm-hmm. That's true, actually. Macs do have a long shelf life, but the problem is not so much with the hardware, it's with the software.
Yeah.
So what a Mac will do is it will stop you from installing the latest OS. And because they are so stringent with the companies that they work with in terms of the programs. For example, Ladybug, you couldn't install the latest version of Adobe on your laptop.
No.
Not because the laptop can't handle it, but because they force Adobe for it to only run on the latest OS. I know because we had the same problem at work. And that's you know. And don't even get me started on Adobe. Adobe are just as bad. They're just as predatory as a company. And by the way, Adobe, I love you, and if you want to give me free subscription to all your programs, that would be. In fact, let me just walk that back. Adobe, great company. Great company. Expensive, really expensive. I feel identified with Animal Day, says Chusky. I meant today you wear glasses, and I think, yeah, I know. Yesterday I had a headache. I had to take a paracetamol after the show. You know, most people are going out, they're getting drunk. That's not what the paracetamol is for in our house. It's for when I lose my glasses, which is sadly frequent occurrence. You can't lend them to anyone, says Nuria. Chusky says that's what capitalism is about: winning money or making money and stepping over people. Exactly. Exactly, and the way Apple does it, it's a special thing. They're like a love mark. I read this really interesting book, actually. It's a marketing book that I can really recommend, and it's called Love Marks. It's about how some brands transcend just like Apple are essentially a software and hardware company, right? But they've transcended that to become more of a lifestyle company. You buy into the brand, a lot like Coca-Cola. There's a bunch of love marks out there. So these people who subscribe to the Apple philosophy, they're the ones who actually suffer from Apple's predatory methods. You know, I don't want to dog all over Apple. Look, Apple, Tim Cook, if you're listening, change my mind with a brand new laptop, please. And chargers that are just a small point, dude. Apple, they have a team of technicians that make sure the charger is just too short to go from the plug to your side table where you sleep. Just too short. These are the experts at that. You know what I mean? I used to have one of my first mobile phones. That's a lie. One of the first smartphones that I got was one of the first Apples. And literally the charger was always, no matter, I worked in Vaughantown then, so I was traveling from hotel to hotel to hotel. And the damn charger is just like never quite long enough to go from the plug to where you want to sit your phone.
Yeah.
It just, unless the engineers make it so unless it's hovering in midair or you're just holding it, there's no way to charge that thing. You know what I mean? Thank God they don't make electric cars. You know? I'm a big fan of this this thing that the European Union have done. I don't know what your feelings about that is, because I can see how a lot of people would say the government should not be forcing businesses to change their products. I mean, it could be a bit of an overreach. Maybe they're setting a dangerous precedent. But for Apple users, even if they don't agree with it immediately, I think at least Apple users in Europe, I think it's a real win. Chargers democracy, exactly, dude. Why can't Ladyball use my Xiaomi charger, which is USB-C? Why can't a Samsung user just why can't we all share charger? I don't understand it, because all it does is create more waste, right?
Exactly.
Because you change your phone, the charger doesn't work, so you're throwing away cables, you're throwing away charging units. It's just madness. Look at me, the environmentalist. Cows cause a lot of methane gas. That's why I'm eating them all. Because they're too dangerous to be left alone. You can't leave it to the vegans. They just wash their hands of the problems. Rob will eat them all, don't worry. Trusky, a few weeks ago, a buddy fixed his cell phone by changing a few welding points inside to enable self-destroying programmed electronics. We have a word for that in English, or a phrase for that in English, called planned obsolescence. Mm-hmm. Is there a phrase like that in Spanish?
Obsolescencia programada.
Ah, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So planned obsolescence. They actually found a chip. I can't remember. I don't want to blame Canon, just in case it's not Canon. But it was one famous, maybe Epson, maybe Xerox. But there was a famous printer company. And they've actually discovered the chip inside that would make it stop working after a certain amount of time.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I would love to see the data on how bloated mobile phone operating systems are becoming, because whenever they release a new version of a new of an operating system for a mobile phone, your phone battery lasts 10% less. Have you noticed that, folks? Is that just me? Am I just being old and grumpy? Am I just an old grumpy old bald man?
That too.
That too. It's probably very true. Ladyball proves. Exactly, the chip, says Chusky. This is horrible. That's why old things last longer.
Yeah.
True story. There is nothing truer than that. But everything. just made with sturdier substances, made to last. And we don't make things to last anymore. Like literally, remember when you went out as a child and you bought something and you know it'd last forever. Now everything feels desechable. It feels like it's got a shelf life. You know, and what is wrong with that? My grandfather had a Ford Cortina for like nearly 20 years and he fixed it himself. If you open the bonnet of a car nowadays, it looks like the Millennium Falcon. It looks like you need a Wookiee to come and help you fix it. Like it's craziness. I'm sounding like an old man now.
No, my grandfather and my mother used to fix everything and gave the things a new life.
Exactly.
But now it's impossible.
Exactly. People laugh at me because I darn my socks. But I don't. My grandma taught me how to do it, and it saved me socks.
Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah, you laughed at me actually when you saw me darning my socks.
No, it was cute.
Yeah.
Actually, that you were able to do it.
We need to fix things, man. We need to fix things rather than throw things away. Not everything is desechable. Not everything is a single serving thing. You know what I mean? Everything more or less can be fixed. I made it. What's up, Emily? Welcome, welcome. I had an Adobe commercial. They heard me talking about them. Dude, you know what? I get a disproportionate amount of Adobe commercials. They are wasting their money because I already use Adobe. You know, remember when we were talking about modern advertising is useless?
Yeah.
Dude, there you go. Perfect example. They've already got me and they're advertising their product to me. Weird. You know what we're going to do, guys? We're going to go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
My God, I'm having way too much fun today. I looked at the clock and I've eaten into my unpopular opinion time. You know that's because I'm having a good time, guys. Thank you so much for coming to the live show. I appreciate it. All right, here we go. What's an unpopular opinion? I post one of my ridiculous thoughts on my social media. On Twitter, that's at ProBoh. And on Instagram, that is at Professional Bohemian. Bohemio profesional, pero en inglés. Vamos. Couldn't be easier. And I see which way the wind is blowing, and I sometimes do not let that affect my argument. Today, I'm resolute in my decision because I think this is an awful practice that we need to end. What awful practice? Romantic subplots in movies are lazy. They're lazy, uninteresting. Nessa Finessa reached out on Instagram and said, and boring. And I will agree with that. They are boring. They are boring. So what is a romantic subplot? First of all, what's a subplot? Well, every movie has a plot, right? For Transformers, I can't remember the movie Transformers that well. Well, for the first Lord of the Rings movie, everyone's seen that. Fellowship of the Rings, a movie about walking. The plot is getting the people, the hobbits leave and they have to go. They're going to Mordor to burn the ring. That's the plot. That's what happens. That's the main story. But underneath there is a little love story that happens between the king, or the will-be king, and Liv Tyler. I can't remember her name. Arwen. She's an elf. I don't know. Forgive me for being a middle-aged man and not remembering elf names. So, and it seems to be in every single movie there needs to be, and TV show. Let's not just pick on movies here. There needs to be a romantic subplot. It's not the main story. It's just something that kind of flows alongside the main story that does or doesn't really affect what is actually happening in the main story. In the case of Lord of the Rings, not in the slightest. Waste of time. Okay, let's see what the chat is saying. Emily says, it was talking about how to use Illustrator to create a Twitch overlay. Nice. I know how to hem pants, sew patches, quilt darn, but cannot sew clothes from scratch or mend. Emily is quite the craftswoman, and I appreciate that. They are lazy, but they are instances where you want to watch the characters to make love and get it over with already. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, look, I mean, romantic subplots for me sometimes are just as lazy as sex scenes. Sometimes sex scenes in movies are so gratuitous. I know they're going to kick me out of the man club now. They're going to take my man card off me. I don't care. A lot of sex scenes don't need to be there. They just don't. So, let's see. These... And quite often in these movies, you'll notice, right, that there is no real there's no real journey for the couple in a subplot. I'm not talking about a romantic movie. I'm talking about a movie with a romantic subplot. There is no reason for these two people to fall in love. They just fall in love because the plot demands it. And then usually there's some external force that splits them up. They come back together again. It's just ridiculous. And let's not forget about TV, where we're subjected to like 6 or 7 seasons of will they, won't they, will they, won't they. And you know what I mean? It's tantalizing and all that, but then when they eventually get together, all of a sudden the show sucks. It's all tease. It's all tease. You know? And let's face it, what would be better than a romantic subplot? How about a friendship? A friendship developing, and it's not that is alien to movies. Look at the movie Hot Fuzz, a great movie about it's a police action comedy, and instead of a romantic subplot, what do they have? They have the coming together. They have a friendship happening, and it's beautiful and it's awesome and it's hilarious. Dude, why does it have to be romance every single... I don't hate love. I know what you're thinking. Grumpy old man Rob hates love. I don't hate love. You know? I just don't think it's necessary. You know, for it to be like this be-all, end-all has to be in every single movie. You know? And yeah, and most of the time, I feel like these subplots are just there so you can see an actress's boobs or some actor's bum. You know, to just... You know, to make a salacious kind of trailer. Ooh, look, there's sex in this. Whatever. It's not necessary. Look at Fast and the Furious. It's about driving fast cars. Do I really need to see two people, like, dating? Is that really necessary to the plot? I think not. Let's see. Can you translate, please? Oh, man. I've been talking for ages. Let me know in the break what you need translating, Trusky, and I will. Yes, but that was in the original book. I know, yeah. Lord of the Rings, maybe not a great... But it's in books as well. There's plenty of books with unnecessary romantic subplots. And it was written a long time ago. Got it. I hate those stupid romantic subplots. Me too. Those subplots are in all American film scripts. Very predictable. I agree with the sex scenes. Oh! Thankfully, both me and you are getting our man cards taken away, Chusky, but I'm glad I'm in good company, sir. Well, the subplot of Aragorn and Liv Tyler Elf was about his relationship with all the elves and her relationship with the race of men in the end. Yeah, but if they took that out, if they had taken that out and kept Tom Bombadil in, would it have really changed the conclusion of the movie? Because let's not face it, Lord of the Rings is a movie about walking from one place to another place over 7 hours. That's what it is. It's like I did the Camino de Santiago, and it's pretty much the same. Less orcs, but pretty much the same. Yeah, look, I don't have to... I can even pick on specific examples. Not only can I pick on specific examples, I can pick on specific directors. Michael Effing Bay. Michael Bay loves him an unnecessary romantic subplot. Like, think of Transformers. It is a kid's toy commercial, and for some reason, Shia LaBeouf needs to get into a relationship with God, I can't remember her name, but with the hot girl who bends over a car. You know what I mean? She's got no character in it. She's just basically eye candy. She would be like, as an actress, that must be so insulting. You know? There's no purpose for it there. Not only that, Pearl Harbor. Do you remember? Have you seen the movie Pearl Harbor?
Yeah.
With again with Liv Tyler, but this time with Batman, Ben Affleck. You know, December 7th, 1941, a really tough time for the United States. In fact, I'm not even going to tell you myself what I think about the romantic subplot in Pearl Harbor. I'm going to let Roger Ebert, a famous reviewer, movie reviewer from the States, say it, because he says it much more eloquently than I ever will. Here is Roger Ebert's review of Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor is a 2-hour movie squeezed into 3 hours. About how on December the 7th, 1941, the Japanese staged a surprise attack on an American love triangle. You know what I mean? We're talking about one of the... This is an event that brought America into World War II. And Michael Bay highlights this weird love triangle. You know? What the hell is that about? It's lazy writing. It's lazy writing. And there is so much more to the human experience than just falling in love and romance. So much more to it that can be related to. I think we need to end definitively the idea of romantic subplots in movies and in TV. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my argument. I'm going to drop a poll in the chat and we are going to definitively decide one way or another here with you, my amazing live audience, if this is if I'm true or if I'm false. All right, friends, a lot of things you could be doing on this beautiful, beautiful day, and instead of doing those things, you decided to take the time to spend some time with me and Ladybot. And let me tell you something, guys. It means the absolute world. See you in 4 minutes. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind the scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, PROBOH. Okay, on with the show.
The ProBoh Show!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this episode, a special episode of the ProBoh Show. Do you know why it's special, Ladybot?
Why?
Because it's always special. It's always special, isn't it? All right, so in the first half, we spoke about USB chargers and the new European ruling that everybody has to start using USB-C. I think that's great. Democratization of technology, you know. Less electronic waste, you know, more people being able to share chargers for devices. I think it's just a top decision there. But that's just my opinion, and I'm a dumbass, as you all know. All right. And then we went on to talk about romantic subplots in movies. I posted a poll in the chat, and we'll reveal that in a second. Let's see what people are saying. The reason is scripts are bad, and they have to fill more than an hour movie with something. Yeah, I think that's it. I think you know, mainly it's to reach out to different demographics. Like I gave you two really good examples there to prove that. Michael Bay movies are made for teenage boys. Let's be straight. You know what I mean? Let's say it how it is. I mean, so when you put a romantic subplot in, he's reaching out. What he's doing in cinema terms is reaching out to a different demographic. It's like when you get a boy band producing a pop song, and then they put a rap verse in it. It's to reach out to the urban demographic. Right? So what Michael Bay is doing is reaching out to a different demographic by putting in this romantic thing. Oh, will they, won't they? You know what I mean? And it's nonsense and it's silly. And you know what I mean? I think audiences and music listeners are more sophisticated than that, you know? Let's see. Where was I? You are surrounded by love, my friend, whether you like it or not, from JC.
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
Can I be honest with you? Ladybot told me about that comment, and that's why we came late, because we were just like, oh, such a nice guy. Oh, it's true. We were both gushing over it a little bit. Aragorn needed to have that relationship with the elves, and falling in love with the princess and her backing is what made Elrond and Galadriel send the archers in the two towers. You know what I mean? He could have bribed them. Could have passed over some Lord of the Rings books under a table and give me back my Tom Bombadil. I don't know. Lord of the Rings is a bad example. Yeah, it was a bad example. The Hobbit adding a female elf was lazy writing. How do you feel, Emily? Because you seem quite knowledgeable about Lord of the Rings. How do you feel about the new Amazon show? Interested in your opinion. The House of the Dragon is 100% incest. It is. I I don't want to see. I can't. I want to talk about this.
No,
Yeah.
spoilers.
We'll do a RimWorld stream and we'll talk about House of the Dragon because I'm not able to talk about it with anyone because the guy who I share a room with at work refuses to watch the damn show. Nacho, that's
The
you.
Natch.
The Natch. Every day I ask him on air, have you watched any of it yet? Every day he says no. You'd think,
Poor Natch.
because of the pressure, he'd at least watch one episode.
Para que me dejes en paz ya.
Yeah,
de una
I
vez.
know. I put a video in Discord. Under my pet is beep. I will watch it later. Thank you, Emily. I love it when you interact with the Discord. I like the USB-C. Yeah, me too. It's a good universal socket and plug. I mean, why does every company need their own? Need to reinvent the wheel, creating more waste, more electronic waste. It's dumb. So, what was the results of the poll? Was I right? Was I wrong? Our romantic subplots secretly genius, and I'm just missing the point. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my friends right here in the chat, the amazing live audience, they agreed. They agreed mightily. 83% of them said yes. Romantic subplots are lazy. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't mind a romantic subplot. It doesn't ruin a movie for me. Because if it did, I'd hate movies. Because literally every movie has a romantic subplot. And I'm not even against... I mean, I've been known to watch the odd romantic movie. But I just think it's lazy when the movie isn't strictly about the romance, so they have to shoehorn some romance in there. I just think it's so dumb. So dumb. How are you doing, Bridge? Welcome. You are giving me a good reason to watch House of the Dragons. It's just... Alright, you know what we should do? We should go to 100 Humans. Alright, here we are in 100 Humans. I just want to circle back to Emily because we asked her what she thought of, what she thinks of the new Lord of the Rings show, Rings of Power. Okay, let's see. Emily says, Rings of Power is starting before the development of the rings, so they are holding pretty true. My husband has some issues, but loving it. Alright, me too. We're enjoying it. Apparently the episode we slept through, Ladybug, is there's some action in it. We have to rewatch it. Yeah, apparently it's a good episode.
Okay.
All right. If you watch Game of Thrones at all, the Mad King went mad because he was born of years upon years of incest. Yeah, and look at Charles's ears. Look up King Charles's ears and his hatred of pens. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to say anything else. You guys know where I'm going with this. All right, so I asked 100 humans to oh wait, I'm missing Ladybug. I'm missing my thing. It was a long walk to work, friends.
That's true.
Over snow-capped mountains and through river valleys, and on that walk I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them all a question. I asked them to name a vegetable that is not green. Ooh. I asked them that question, they gave me their answers. I'm in possession of the 7 most popular answers. You, my friends in chat, you must identify those 7 answers. Alright. Okay, Emily's kicking us off today with eggplant. You know how you say eggplant outside the States, Ladybug?
Yes.
Come on. How?
You say it.
Aubergine.
No, in Spanish.
Oh, no, in Spanish. No, not calabathine. That's... give me the first letter.
B.
Berenjena.
Vaya nivelazo.
Well done.
Thank you. I sweat. There was you'll notice a little bead of sweat falling down my face. That's it's because I had to dig deep for that one. Eggplant is there. Well done. Round of applause. It's there. It's in 7th place. Well done, eggplant. Aubergine. Okay. Let's see. Pumpkin. A pumpkin. That's a calabathine, isn't it? Pumpkin. No, what's pumpkin?
Calabaza.
Calabaza. Close. Oh, it's autumn now. We're officially in the fall, so you know we're actually in pumpkin season.
Is it a vegetable?
The 100 humans thought so. So give them a round of applause. I mean, I don't know how I identify vegetables, Lady, but I barely eat them. You know what I mean? These are a lot of these. This is new vocabulary.
Okay.
But pumpkin is there. It's the third most popular answer, with 12 of the 100 humans saying pumpkin. Well done, well done. Okay. Emily says carrot. Well, Emily and Chusky say carrot. Is carrot there? Yes, it is. Woo. Feels good, man. Carrot is there. It is Emily Chusky Trusky, with 32 of 100 humans saying carrot. Our number one answer. Killing it. You're killing it. Carrot. Thanoria. Yeah, see? Right?
Zanahoria.
Whatever. If I went to a greengrocer's and said Thanoria, they would give me a carrot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sorry.
I know you're not watching the stream, but I just threw a pen.
Yeah, he's angry.
And by the way, what's up, Vaughan Radio listeners? It is currently, I don't know what time. It's 9:40 something. Well, welcome to the show. And to our glorious podcast listeners, nothing but love for you. You are angelic humans. All right, let's continue. Look at this. Everyone's answering. Thanaoria. Thank you, Bridge. All right, let's go back up. All right. Emily says cauliflower. Cauliflower, right, in Spanish?
Yeah. Oh, come on. No.
Why not?
Too similar.
Oh, come on.
No.
All right, whatever. Cauliflower. You're really testing me. I didn't translate these before the show, Lady Bo. You know what I mean? This is coming straight from my tiny little brain. My tiny little monkey man brain. Okay, so cauliflower. Is cauliflower there? Yes, it is. Well done. It's in sixth place with 7 of 100 humans saying cauliflower. All right, where are we? Nuriatam says an onion. Onion. Is an onion there? Sorry, it's not there. It's not there. Ladyball says a zucchini. A zucchini.
Yeah. And Emily told me it's green. That's true.
A zucchini is actually green. It's not there, Ladyball. Sorry. Nuriatam says red pepper. Is a red pepper there? Sorry, it's not there.
No?
No, you know, I think red peppers are much more common in Mediterranean cuisine than they are in Anglo cuisine.
Ah, okay.
I'm very familiar with red peppers because of my Italian upbringing. Mm-hmm. And here in Spain, red peppers are, the go-to of the pepper family. But but none of my British friends really appreciated the red pepper as much.
Okay.
There you go. Okay, let's see. Let's continue. Charles is the modern day elf, and that is insulting elves, says Emily. True story. Okay, tomato, says Ravdos. It's not there. It's not there. Because tomatoes are fruit, ladies and gentlemen. Tomato is a fruit.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but you know what? It's good to say things like that, even if they're incorrect, because the 100 humans may not have known that a tomato is a fruit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And that's how we play. That's how we roll, guys. That's how we roll. Tomate. All right. A summer squash. I'm gonna confess something. I have no idea what a squash is. I don't know what summer squash is. Is it there though? Do the 100 humans know what a summer squash is? No, they do not. Sorry, guys. Trusky says potatoes. A potato. Is it a potato there? Yes, it is. All right, potato is there. It is in 4th place with 9 of 100 humans. You guys have got carrot, pumpkin, tomato, cauliflower, and eggplant. All right, so you're doing well.
Potato is tubérculo.
The 100 humans say what they say,
Okay,
my dudes.
100 humans.
The 100 humans, even if they're wrong, they just say what they say, man. I mean, they live in mountain tops and river valleys, you know what I mean? Let's not be too hard.
They know what they are talking about.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing their thing. All right, where are we? All right. Cauliflower, we've had... Have we had cauliflower?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I need to go down. All right, here we go. A radish. And a radish is indeed an orange... no, not an orange. It's like a red colour, is it?
Pink.
Pink. You know, hang on, wait. I need to see if there's a difference between these two things. Radish and... Hang on. Let me see. No, yeah, there is a difference. Okay. So, radish, sadly, my friends, is not there. It's not there. All right, here we go. Let's see. Parsnips. Is parsnips there? No, it's not. Red rabano. What's rabano? Rabano.
What do you...
Radish. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
radish. ¿Y qué es parsnip?
Parsnip.
Parsnip.
I think it looks like a carrot, if I'm not mistaken. Look at this. Look at me dropping the vegetable knowledge, and you'll think, I never eat a vegetable. But I can correctly identify a parsnip as a white carrot. Not as tasty or nice, but whatever.
I don't know how to say that in Spanish.
No, me neither. Parsnip. No idea. If you don't know, Ladyboy, I don't know for sure. Okay, let's continue. The episode we slept through, that's like Christabel and myself, says the bridge. Yeah, it's like by the end of the show, and after so many hours, we sit down with the intention of watching some TV. Yeah, we barely get through an episode of anything. We actually stayed up all night once to make the most of New Year's Eve, and then fell asleep through all New Year's Day. I can relate, Bridge. I can relate. Rutabaga, says Emma Lee. No idea what a rutabaga is. It's a root vegetable, also called a swede. All right. Is it there? Is rutabaga there? It is not. We've had aubergine Bridge in the form of eggplant.
Remolacha, says Chusky Trusky.
Remolacha. What's remolacha? Let's see.
Beetroot.
Is remolacha beetroot? Mm-hmm. Okay, beetroot.
Beetroot.
Is beetroot there? Yes, it is. Very good, guys. Very good. Remolacha, beetroot. Or you can also say just beet. You know what I mean? People would refer to a beetroot as a beet. Emily says, ¿Cómo se dice pumpkin en español? Calabaza.
Nivelazo.
I totally read Ladybow's comment.
Oh.
But I will take that amazing
Heater.
Nivelazo. You can't take it away. Okay, I'm seeing answers. I'm seeing a lot of answers. Garlic, squash is calabaza. Thank you. Rhubarb. None of these are there. So let's get a collective. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Okay, here we go. I'm going to give you chiviria. I don't know how to pronounce that, but that is nabo. Parsnips. Thank you. Okay, there's one that you're missing, guys. In English, often comes before the word, or comes after the word sweet. And it grows on what we would call a cob. Often in tins. Woo! Am I helping out here? Am I just making it more difficult? Something on the cob. Comes in tins. The name of the thing often comes after the word sweet. Ravdos and the bridge think they know. They've both said corn. Corn, sweet corn, maíz. Corn on the cob. Is it there? Yes, it is, guys. Killing it, taking it home for Team ProBoh Show. I appreciate you. Guys, we don't have a time for a rundown today. I'll just say it quickly. In position number 7, eggplant. In position number 6, cauliflower. In position number 5, beetroot, which I learnt today is remolacha. Right.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's stuck. Look at that. I'll forget it in about 10 seconds, don't worry. In position number 4 was potato. In position number 3 was pumpkin. calabatha, as we learned today as well. In position number 2 was corn, maíz. And in position number 1 was carrot, zanahoria. Badly pronounced by me at the start, but I'm learning. There we go, guys. And well done to Emily and Chusky, who correctly identified carrot as the top answer. Let's go to complete the news.
Complete the news.
We're going to the music industry with today's Complete the News. We're going to the music industry. How does this work? I will give you a news headline with some information missing. If you're watching the show and you've been too nervous to type, this, my friends, is your moment. All you have to write is A, B, or C. In fact, I beg you, that's all you write, because we don't want any spoilers. So if you know the answer, it doesn't matter. Just write A, B, or C. Here we go. This first piece of news is about the musician Ed Sheeran. I'm in love with the shape of you. You know? Ed Sheeran. I know you were listening. I'm going to get copyright struck because I sound so similar to Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
All right. Ed Sheeran unveils a surprise collaboration with blank. Ed Sheeran unveils, I don't know, he's revealed, he's unveiled a surprise collaboration with blank. Is it A, the thrash metal band Metallica? Well, they're not a thrash metal band anymore, are they? More like a rock band, but whatever. Is it A, Metallica? Is it B, the car manufacturer Jaguar? Or is it C, Pokemon? Pikachu. Okay, Ed Sheeran unveils a surprise, or reveals a surprise collaboration with blank. Is it A, Metallica? B, the car manufacturer Jaguar? Or C, Pokemon? Seeing answers popping up in the chat here. Ooh, seems to be that A is in the lead. Ravdos said C, the bridge said B. A was Metallica. Let's get a drum roll. Ed Sheeran unveils a surprise collaboration with Pokemon. Well done. Chusky came in there with a C at the end. Well done, Ravdos and Chusky. You guys are killing it today. All right, Ed Sheeran, the famous pelirrojo ginger artist, singer-songwriter, has unveiled a surprise collaboration with Pokemon. The track, called Celestial, will be released on Thursday next week and arrive with an animated music video created by the studio behind the games. There you go. Ed Sheeran, Pokemon together. I wonder what Ed Sheeran's final form is. It's probably something that looks like Metallica, you know. Let's see. Sorry, my internet went out and my cell network. See you around, guys. See you later, Emily. Okay, here we go. So yeah, Ed Sheeran and Pokemon. It's like a match made in heaven. Let's go to piece of news number 2. Woo! It's a good one. It's a good one. Okay, this is a piece of news about a study that has been done. A study has been done. Some research has been done into heavy metal guitarists. Okay, so a study has been done into heavy metal guitarists. Here we go. Here's the headline. New research indicates that straight men who play guitar in extreme heavy metal bands do it to impress blank. Woo-hoo-hoo! New research indicates that straight men who play guitar in an extreme metal band do it to impress blank. All right. Is this the simplest piece of research ever conducted? Is this like a big waste of time? Let's see. Is it A, predictably, women? Do they play heavy metal guitar to impress women? Is it B, other straight men? Are they playing guitar to impress other straight men? Or C, are they doing it to impress their fathers? New research indicates that straight men who play guitar in extreme metal bands, grupos heavy, pero al extremo. All right. Do they do it to impress A, women, B, other straight men, or C, their fathers? I am your father, heavy metal guitarist. Okay, the answers are coming in. I always know when I've got you with one of these, because the answers come in really slowly. People wait for everybody else to vote. Okay, so I see that C seems to be in the lead here, which was their fathers. Let's get a drum roll. This piece of news coming from loudersound.com. New research indicates that straight men who play guitar in extreme heavy metal bands do it to impress other straight men. Well done, Ladybot and Ravdos. Ravdos is unbeatable. I've seen this. He's absolutely unbeatable in this challenge. So, John Lennon once famously suggested that one of the main reasons to get on stage is that it's the quickest way of making contact. In other words, meeting women, right? It's certainly true that the historically male-dominated arena of rock and roll has led to some unhealthy dynamics when it comes to sex. But do that many straight men who play guitar really do it to boost their chances with women? Well, according to a new research or a new study, not so. They do it to impress other straight guitar playing men. And you know what? A little bit that's true. I know I made a really popular reel once about why people learn to play the guitar. But I'll be honest, a lot of times, you know, you just want some kudos from your friends. It's a true story. True story. I had a friend who played brilliant guitar, and when he said to me, dude, that sounded great, I felt awesome. So there you go. That's the news from Louder Sound. That first piece of news about Ed Sheeran was from centralfifetimes.com. So do go check those two news articles out if those tickle your fancy. My friends, it's time for the end of the show, guys. I've had a wonderful time. It's been a lot of fun today. Thank you for joining me on the ride. Guys, there are so many things you could have been doing with your day to day, and instead of doing those things, you decided to take the time to spend some time with me. And it means the absolute world. Guys, I will see you tomorrow.